How are you guys doing today? Hope you're all kicking some butt. So, we're going to be doing pretty much a lot of things. So, right off the bat, I'm going to take us here. We're going to go over this Zyn Psyche Master. It's actually a really cool mission if you collect a bunch of sweat. And that is an if you collect a bunch of sweat. So everybody knows that there's a Cyrene daily mission to collect 500 sweat, which you can turn in for your faction badge, which is good choice to do. But say you're collecting slightly over it, right? You can come up here to this Zyn something area. Is it the borderland itself? No. Well, once we remove this, we'll be able to check for sure. Hold on, let me look at it. I don't want to misinform you guys. Yeah, it is the border area. The border teleporter. Sorry, guys. So you have to gather 5,000 sweat right there, but then you have to turn in 10,000 sweat, just so you guys know. So this is the thing, right? You got rank 1, boom. And then there's cooldowns on it and stuff like that. Um, Basically, there's 3 ranks or 4 ranks. We're literally just doing one today. Obviously, I'm not going to gather that much. We're going to turn it in right here. So I already have the sweat gathered, thank gosh, right? Obviously, if we could gather 10,000 sweat in a single stream, it would be very impressive. Oh, well, it'd be a very long stream, in all honesty. So we come back over here. Now, when we turn this in, this is going to make it where, like, we're able to start the next leg of it. I am planning on working all the way through this. Um, I think this is the guy we turn it into. Let me make sure. Oh no, that's the guy that we get to trade that into after we get to that point. So let's see. It's probably this guy. Yeah, that looks like him. Okay, we've got our 10,000 right here. Boom. We're gonna click it. Bang. And now we're able to. What skill did we increase? Oh crap. I didn't know if we needed to increase our sweat gathering, but that's cool. Um, we're going to start the next chunk of it now. I'm going to see what that actually looks like. Collect 10,000. So that literally lets us know right off the bat that we're going to be turning in like 20,000 sweat. That's pretty serious, I would say, right? You guys feel that's pretty serious? It's cool. We'll sweat it. It'll take a little bit. I mean, that's not a today thing. So what I would like to show you guys is, luckily Deepwater actually let me know that there's even a better area for tree harvesting than I knew about in the first place. And so on top of that, let me show you this. The tree harvesting tools on Cyrene work correctly now. And so you can buy them like and sell them back once they're broken to the trade terminal, okay? It's a huge important thing. Um, the other thing I'd like to point out is that there's an actual tree harvesting mission now and stuff. And so that's absolutely cool, right? Everybody loves tree harvesting missions. So that's probably enough of that. Boom. And then we're going to want to have. I'm trying to balance out what I think we're going to need for the day right here, guys. And since we've already been doing things this morning. Okay, we're moving on. So if you'll notice, we've got that tree harvesting mission up. Been working on it. It's absolutely, we're supposed to be able to claim some blueprints after we're done. So in order of what I think is actually a good tree harvesting area, I'm going to show you guys. So this is not the top, this is the third best tree harvesting area. And I'm going to explain why in a second. Let me get this guy up. Um, this is a good tree harvesting area. Everybody knows about it. Obviously, they're trying to get me to just drop in there. It's also a mining area, which is epic as crap, right? You can do some solid mining in here. The tree harvesting is reasonable. I already have a tree harvester, so I'll show you. Um, it's not massively impressive, but everybody does know about this. It's thick enough that a single person or two can work it and, do probably okay. It has reasonable density, as you can look, right? Everybody sees we're not doing bad. And if you look, we'll get some okay amount of points towards this stuff right here. And I'm not going to tree harvest the whole island right here, but I will tree harvest it a little loop. We'll drop some mining probes too on this because it is a mining island, right? On top of that, because we got to 200 something faction points, we also became eligible for the daily mining missions that allow for faction points to be gained. So that's a huge deal in my opinion. If you guys don't know, by the way, tree harvesting, super important for building up your little sub skills. I've done things specifically on why it's so important, but I think you guys can tell, obviously this area has a good amount of trees. We could sit here, we could dominate the crap out of it. There's somebody else here. I'm going to grab this one large, and then we're going to head out of here. We're going to let them have it. They might not know about the other locations, you know what I mean? And so we'll go check out the other locations. Now, I'm not going to be tree harvesting this whole time, just because we've got so many things to do. And so, let's get done on a bunch. Looks like Homeboy was just finishing up too. Okay, well, we're looking at the other areas. Hey, how are you doing, Flynn? And I'll show you on, you know what, let's drop one mining probe. We don't want to actually come out here and not drop a single mining probe on a mining island. That'd be sad. We're on a whole bunch of dailies, by the way. Boom! See, we instantly get rewarded. Instantly. By the way, if you guys don't know, this is what I use. I use the Ziplex Seeker, like Z20. You can use it at a reasonably low level, as you can tell, right? And look how freaking powerful this thing is. You're hitting down into the way deeps on average early on. And so I think it's an epic little thing. By the way, I'll show you guys a trick. We're going to eventually fill up and we'll just shoot that stuff back. You know what I'm saying? And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second. I think this guy quit because he thought I was going to farm this out. But we're not going to. He should take that, honestly. So that's the third best place. That's not the top. Now we're going to go on to another area. It's a little better for sure. And then I'll show you the one that Deepwater showed me. And I'm going to tell you, at first I was like, are there 3 excellent places on this planet to do this? By the way, I still think this little forest area, the Zyshin forest and slash jungle area, should have trees. Just by the nature of it's a jungle slash forest area. But that's just me. Um, but there are 3 excellent places, and one of them's ridiculous. So this next one, I'm going to show you freaking pretty good. And you can work it pretty hardcore. We'll drop some probes here too, by the way. I want to make sure I'm heading the right direction. Sometimes I get discombobulated. And I'm going to show you why this then beats that other forest. So that guy over here, he's doing the daily swamp lurker one because this is where the primes are, right? So see this pink forest right here? These pink forests are better, okay? And here's why. As we approach this, we'll have to, maybe we might have to kill these dudes that are probably going to get mad at us. Swamp lurkers aggro pretty fast, honestly. See how we got all these greens in here now? Look at this. So, boom. Okay. Pick up our stuff. I'm going to pull out a tool. And as you can tell, all the greens are straight up harvestable trees, right? So I'm going to grab some of this. I'm not going to grab a ton because we are kind of working on this. We have just a small amount left. And so while we're doing all this, I was trying to casually get through it at the same time, you know what I'm saying? And we get better points for some of the bigger ones, so don't worry. By the way, tree harvesting, super important skill-wise, guys. I mean, like, unless you're not going to do a lot of certain things, I mean, I guess then it doesn't matter as much. I'd like to see a bunch of huges in here, but... And the other place I'm going to show you guys is going to wreck all these places like it's nothing. And you'll be like, WT. Unless somebody recently went through there, but it's so freaking big, it's not even going to matter, really. We'll drop some mining probes, too. This is where the Idrium is, by the way, you guys. If you guys have ever mined here, and you're like, WTF, where's the Idrium? I'll show you guys in a second. We'll get some. I'll drop enough probes that we'll nail some up. I've got a daily for it anyway, right? So this tool I'm using right here is the TerraTech PH3. It's the repairable one. It allows you to pull any tree up to a huge tree. Let's look. Boom. And they haven't created something called mega trees or some crap like that yet, you know, so that's a good thing, right? They can create some mega trees on some planet if they want, but like, okay, we're gonna move forward. I'll drop another one over here. I'm not sure what was over here. We're not really obsessively hunting trees because we'll hit that. Oh, we need 2,000 more. Maybe we should be obsessively hunting trees. You can tell we're going to have some serious sweat gathering going on, though. I'll do that off stream, though. You guys don't worry about that. I like to do that while I'm waking up in the morning, kind of relaxing. It's kind of, you know, you sit there, you pull a few weeds. See, we're getting zoology and stuff. This is where a lot of your animal looter stuff can come from. Just an epic amount. Plus, if you guys look it up, the amount of analysis that you get from the combination of a few of the passive weird things that you can do, like scanning and tree harvesting and stuff, is impressive. And that stuff feeds in. It's usually actually pretty laggy. I don't know if mine's currently lagging hard behind, but this is a good variety of skills we're getting. See, there's our analysis. Let's find out where it is now that we grabbed a point. So see, that is lagging behind, for sure. Out of the looty stuff, you know. Not on total skills, but... And these little guys, they actually last a pretty good amount. Let's see. Okay, we're going to move forward real quick. So as you can tell, this place goes on for a while. I'm going to grab this large, and then we'll scoot through here so I can kind of show you how far this one goes. I consider this the second best place. I don't really have a lot of people I see here. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, if that other place is getting ripped up by somebody, this is a really easy place to go. And if you're working this lumberjack line thing, which in all honesty, I haven't seen the blueprints that it offers at the end. Here, let's go like this. Boom. This will be faster. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. See, we keep going. Keep going. But it goes pretty far. Plus, on top of that, if you see that guy's, he's harvesting. We'll let him harvest. As you can tell, this island, boom, also harvestable tree. And so this is the number 2 best spot. You know what? Let's hop off right here. This looks like a great spot to drop a mining probe. Boom. But it goes that whole coastal area and all these islands and stuff. We are having crappy luck on the mining though, right? We gotta be careful. When you hit that too hard, sometimes you can drop through the ground. And that's crappy. I mean, not through the ground, but into the water. And it's like splash, boom, and you're just under. Okay. So now let's go look at where I think is like the, hey, if you were purposely going to just spend all day, and we're not going to spend all day, but for the purposes of like showing you guys, I will show you this place goes. And I thought that was like plenty of, right? That guy's going to be there all day if he wants, pretty much, going back and forth. By the way, these little skateboards are kick butt. Mustaches, they tickle your nose no matter what you do. Just going to let you know. Okay, so we're going to go to this footwall island teleporter. I know, who would have known? Boom. Now see how it's all pink trees all over the place. I'm going to drop this stuff off because we don't want to have so much crap on us that we overrun, you know what I'm saying? Now watch this. This is where we get to the, hey, that's a whole lot of trees to harvest if you wanted to harvest trees. Plus we'll be probably getting enough that we might just turn this in. So we're going to pull up our thing. We're going to start heading this way. Now, I did not figure out which way's the best way to go yet, like that path that way or around the island this way. I will tell you, we're going to in no short amount have a lot of trees to harvest. And so that'll be a ridiculous amount of stuff. Plus I'm going to drop some mining probes. I actually don't know the mining situation on this part of the island because I haven't mined the crap out of it. But let's get some mining done and then we'll know a little more, right? Boom. It's nice that they hooked us up with something, right? Okay, we'll grab this. And when we overfill, we'll just send it back to the terminal. And it'll be a much easier situation. You know what I'm saying? What was this? Large tree? Large tree. Gotta have the right tool, right? Looks like we're a bunch of large trees, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. Let's pop our little I'm glad, dude. That's awesome. Everybody should have a good day, right? It's much better. We're gonna rack up so many points. I'd like to have 3,000 in analysis this year. But in all honesty, because you slow down so much as you go up, I don't know if that's really realistic, you know. We'll find out. Kind of also trying to figure out how long I think it'll take us to get through this mission. Because I want to do more than just tree harvesting today. But honestly, I see that we're closing in on that mission right there. And I want to know what the blueprints are that we get to pick. You know what I'm saying? Or that we randomly receive. Because it says that we can pick from either a tool blueprint or we can pick from receive a random furniture blueprint. Now, I don't know what kind of furniture that could be, right? And in all honesty, I've been running the furniture, the basic butt joint blueprint, right? With a lot of this stuff. And slowly, like, getting those little blueprints, the other ones. Like, I've got a couple of them. I had to buy some of them out of the auction. The ones that we need to upgrade our Cyrene officer plates and stuff. So we're going to get over here, right? And it's going to restart, but it's going to be insane from here on out. So that was just the stuff. And this is why I'm like, I don't know which way is the best way to go. So from here on out, and I mean, it's going to be like this whole island chain. It's all harvestable trees. So this is where if you're just coming to tree farm and skill, legit, the overall thickness and everything else up here seems to be vastly better. I'm just gonna say that. I felt that like there weren't as many people up here. There is once in a great while I saw some dude up there, but there were so many that we were literally farming at the same time, and it wasn't really affecting anything. And so two people can be up here and actually just kind of be going around in different directions, and they don't get in each other's way as much as those other locations. Honestly, if there's too many of you up in there, it makes it where you can't actually get anything done. But if you know about all three of these locations, honestly, you could just probably make a loop all day and be ridiculous. Which is not a bad idea if you're really skilled in the crap out of this. By the way, if you're about to do a bunch of stuff or backfilling skills, this is probably a good thing to skill. We're going to drop some mining probes too. I forgot about that. Making sure it's a small. Okay, that one's broke. And I'm glad they fixed these so you can actually sell them back to the thing because that was not. You don't want stuck with an inventory full of broken stuff. That's always a frustrating situation. I don't believe we need a ton of these short boards because, like, that's never your limiting factor, really, but you can always TT them out, and they are still worth a whole bunch of skill points, right? And obviously, we'd like to get our geology up. We're getting so much insane crap. And we'll overrun on weight, too, eventually, I mean. Which won't matter, because we'll use a trick for that, too. And if we were being really efficient, we'd just be one-tapping most of these small trees and circle back on them. So that they would have a chance to reset as like a huge or a large at minimum. But because we're skilling, not such a big deal. And plus we're working on these points over here, you know what I'm saying? Still definitely need that. There's a large. I'm really hoping that they give us some good blueprint for this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure what we'll get. But this location is ridiculous for trees. Like, I am actually glad. Deepwater's the one that let me know about this, by the way. Absolutely helped out. Oh, is that large? Yeah, we don't want to mess that up. We want the large boards, guys. See, we're racking up analysis. I think that resource gathering is probably beneficial for something, but honestly, I don't actually know what the crap it does for us. Like, we are gaining some. It's like 30-something% of this, what we're doing. You know, the tree harvesting tool. And so, there's a large percent of it for sure. We'll go over here and we'll drop another probe. So that island right over there is going to be all harvestable too. In fact, oh, we don't even need this. Sorry guys, I'm used to needing that. So, weirdly enough, unless that's a huge tree or something, there's a large tree. Now, we'll come back for that. See how they've got bridges between all the islands? Oh, what, is that a large tree? That's way too convenient. All the islands actually have bridges too. I was like gonna bust out a skateboard and be like trying to skateboard between islands. You don't even have to do that. They've got you taken care of, I guess. So the skateboard doesn't go like good on. This stuff is not conducive to that hoverboard, just so you guys know. You're like, which is understandable, right? Okay, boom. More trees. And we'll drop a probe. So there's some reasonable materials on this island chain thing. You know what I'm saying? I think so far we're doing okay on that kind of stuff too. At first we were having a little rough though. First few drops were crap. Look at all these larges over here. But see, there's a bridge over there too. That island will have a bunch too. So multiple people could be over here trying to knock this out. This is a ridiculously good spot. And this is why I was trying to say, like, realistically, you could spend a good amount of your day here. Obviously, I don't think we should realistically finish this out today, but in the next few days, I will have that done. Okay. Thought we were on that already. And I noticed we haven't really been finding a lot of huge trees. And they're normally rare anyway, but like, they're not that rare. And so, cross our fingers, right? We still need some huge trees for sure. You can't toggle onto the next tree either. I think a tree just appeared behind us. So, as you can tell, it goes on and on and on. And so we could just be kicking butt, tree harvesting, it curves back. I'll take you the curve back around way. And it literally wraps all the way back around the island. And so if you're looking for legitimately a, hey, I could spend my whole day here tree harvesting type place, I'm gonna recommend right this zone right here. We didn't even go check it all out. Obviously, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so it has enough trees to be able to actually help you. So at this point, we're going to collect up on some of the dailies that we need to do. Um, those are going to include some mining, some shooting, basically all the stuff that we actually have to do to collect our faction badges and some of the skills that we want. But I do hope that helps you guys out. Plus, I will knock this out over like the next few days. It looked like it took us a little over 30 something minutes maybe or so for 500 almost, you know. And so my thoughts are about, 2, 3 hours of tree farming, we should be good, right? In which I don't want to make the whole stream tree farming today, but I did want to let you guys know where the best places are. And so, literally, there's a mustache hair that's bugging the crap out of my nose. It keeps curling up and tickling the side of it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but drives you crazy. Okay, so let's start off here. First off the bat, we're going to get our daily. We only have to kill like a couple of the level 10 Panellians. And so that's like the fastest one. This is the easiest way to get your level 10 Panellians, by the way. So you get your, who is this? You get your level 10s in here, and the caves have auto loot on them. And so that's kind of handy, right? For the level 10 Panellians, I'm going to mind chip them. I'm going to just be honest. I'm going to jump down here real quick. So somebody told me I can just T down here too, if I don't want to jump down there like that. Which is probably, it might be a faster way to do it, I'm not sure. Okay, so there's an 11. So the 11s don't count. Sometimes I used to kill them. But see how these won't aggro or anything, so we can literally go around and find the level 10s. And I probably should put on my armor, but I don't think he can kill us before we have him down, so. Especially if we keep distance. I don't want to walk back into one, they don't aggro immediately. That's not they won't aggro, so. And I think you guys can see why this is the easy way to do this. And they respawn, so it's. We're doing really good on them not really landing a lot of hits, right? Oh. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have to heal myself. And that's why we're kind of not worried about them landing a hit, you know what I mean? They won't kill us in 1 hit. We can pretty much almost refill ourselves in 1 hit, so. Boom, we're done with the ARC mission that fast. So that's 1 down. Easy as crap, right? We walk in here, bang. Now, we run over here, and we head to the next location for the big things. Because I like to get all the big stuff out of the way right off the bat. I'm not sure which way is the best way to get to this location right here, like distance-wise. Probably this one. That looks closest. I think, you know. How is that not a suitable place? I think it is. So on these, I should put on my armor. Because, like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. My armor is probably only going to defend a small amount of it. Because it's not the right necessary, like, matchup for this mob. And so, because I haven't even looked up the damage types for these. I should probably. And we have to kill like 18 of these or something. I don't even know. Not a very lot. Not him. Or her. Whichever way we're going to go with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. That's not who we're after. These ones. So basically, all these little ARC faction missions are reasonable level creatures. They're not like, hey, we're trying to get you killed on purpose. Now, us trying to get us killed on purpose, that's a different story. That's... Okay, so let's look pretty good on this. Ooh, that was a pretty good hit on us, right? If we don't want to accidentally lock onto one of those big guys, they will probably send us into the ground without armor, to be honest. They'll send us in the ground anyway. I messed around and decided to find out before. And so, I'm not confused about if those things can kill me. Yes, look at that. I don't even know about this navy face paint stuff because I don't do that, but the rest of that was cool as crap. And we have navy face paint. I mean, I don't even know what that's before, but we've got that. I really like these guys. I'm going to tell you. So far, doing these dailies, I've had some really good day. Well, I guess it's like everything, right? You have good days and bad days. But some of them are just, I really like the mobs they picked. Not him, not him. I'm like, where the crap is this guy? Trying to hide and get me locked onto one of those big guys so I can get beat the crap out of. It's what was up, guys. We're both dodging each other like crazy, though. So they have pretty good jamming, I'm going to just have to say. Do not want to lock onto that guy. I need them to respawn some little ones, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be picky about this, but those big guys, they're bigger, and they will beat the crap out of me. There's one. I don't even remember how much damage they did, but it was enough that I was like, WTF. Okay, so that's the first mission. That's the ARC mission. So we have a second mission, right? That's going to give us some coins. So we have to kill 8 more after that. I know, right? We stacked missions, guys. It's the secret of Entropia. Find as many missions that are the same dang thing as you can and stack them. Just saying. And do those every day. But stackable missions, man. That's definitely the best way to advantage yourself. If it's the stuff that you want, I mean, or valuable. See, look, we're starting to build up too many of these. Nobody's killing them on their daily. Because a lot of people do this daily, but not a lot of the people can take out those bigger things. And honestly, I can't either, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to clean them out for everybody. WTF, we just global frickin' again? I get so excited about that. I'm sorry, but 2 globas is awesome insane, guys. Yeah, that's pimp, dude. That is so pimp. I don't even know what to say. That's 2 globals in a single killing like less than 20 of these. I'm burning this out slowly too. That sucks, right? We'll get another one. I'm gonna tell you, that's freaking exciting though. You can't not get excited at globaling. I really need some small ones. That's super, super freaking exciting, you guys. So we probably didn't get our butt kicked on this hunting run, right? Like this is definitely looking like we might have not sucked today. I was gonna say if we would have got a global there, I would have been like WT some stuff. Once in a great while, I'll slip up and actually say words, you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, we're good about that. There, see, that's the pollen one. I'm gonna be honest, I'm killing the rest of these guys on our way back there, just because they're in the way, and because I'm super excited that we just did so well. Like I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna drop a mining probe too. Actually, that's what we say. Gotta make sure that guy's not coming up on us. That guy. Whoa! Look at him. He's right there. Oh, we're gonna have to kill some people, guys. Somebody else is coming to do it right now. Are they pulling them back there? They must be cleaning them out. Okay. So we're going to go to the next location real quick. Hold on one second. So that little sweat mission there, I think gives us like 8. Oh, thank you very much, man. 8 daily tokens, which we need for some of the crafting missions that we do. So there are lurkers down here. So we don't actually have to fly all the way down to here. You know, like the area that we would get the wood harvesting. That's where we normally do it. So when I was flying back the other day, I found Swamp Lurker Prime 2nd levels here. Now, I don't think it's quite as thick, but if you're only one person over here, I think it's sufficient. You know what I'm saying? Let me find them. Okay. I am going to throw on armor because we're going to use a way weaker weapon on everything from here on out. And just it's going to make it where I don't have to deal with really healing myself and stuff. By the way, this is Adjusted Pixie with Serpent Plate. I'm literally almost to where I can get the Imperium Officer's Plate. And then I will actually switch over to Imperium Officer Plate while we work on getting the ability to create the Imperium Adjusted Plate. That's hey, you know, we need another 300 of the points after the... Okay, boom. And boom. Just like I was saying. There's your swamp lurkers. And so these guys are super easy to shoot through your daily. I think we need 35 of them. I really do need to get a more powerful middle ground weapon. For like these guys specifically, I need something about maybe delivering 18, I don't know, probably 3 times the damage. What I would think, right? But there seems to be plenty in here to be able to do the daily, right? I hate it when we don't have one in targetable range. Oh, they're thicker over here. Mustaches are so tickly. It's retardedly insane. Yeah, these guys are thick enough now. So this swamp lurker oil, we need that. We're using that every day to craft the lurker lube, whatever the crap, daily. I mean, it's not lurker lube, but we have to have lurker lube for it, and then a whole bunch of stuff, guys. And this is why we have armor on. These guys are a little hostile. See if we can find the dailies we have left. Basically, there's a lot of dailies, guys, so we won't even try to find it. We'll just assume that it would take us a second, and we'll shoot through them. I know what we're going to kill today, so it's kind of... These 5th levels do slow you down a second, comparably. I mean, obviously, it's going to have way more life than those little guys, but... I feel that they drop that lurker loot pretty often, so... And these guys basically recharge you from those crafting dailies anyway. Okay, boom. Look at this. We got a bunch of them. Just stand here and open fire. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bigger gun though, for sure. I think I want something like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to really research. I want something middle ground. I'm gonna have to carry this for like little things, but I need something between my pyro power and my super efficient weapon, you know what I mean? What can you do? I feel like guy's trying to jump in here, right? He's gonna jump in here. I don't actually think I use the swamp lurker hides very often. Just curious if there's something here. There is. There's Megan right there. Boom. And that's where that is. Well, that very small amount of that. Taking a second to shoot through these guys. And though I'm still in protest, this is not a good place to tree farm. It should be. There's tons of trees there, but there's no trees to tree farm. The places I showed you, those are good places though. Just gonna say that. I haven't been counting these. I'm just waiting for them to tell us we've shot enough of them. Which I know they do, but honestly. Oh, those are the minings? Ooh, there's so many of these missions, right, guys? Okay, we got that one done. Got that one done. That one we still have to do. Boom. That's the one. That one. Boom. Okay. Just wanted to have some kind of tracking record of what the crap we're doing here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where is the bullets? These guys, they're fast. They're like 2 shots, 3 shots apiece. And they're awesome. I think that thicker spot might have been the better choice. I was kind of wondering if he was going to actually continue to come at us or not. Of course, they'd spawn one right behind us and right there. Okay, so now we're under 15 to kill left, right? That's nice. So we use these animal hides too, so that's awesome too. We're getting stuff we use for the dailies in about the amount that we use daily. Oh crap, there's a bunch here. This is a good spot. Probably have to repair this gun after this though. I mean, like the equipment on the gun, the scope and stuff. Click this real quick. And we'll take this down here. Boom. And obviously we went way up in how much ammo we have to throw at people, right? That's super exciting. I think you guys can see why I'd want a slightly bigger gun for these dailies. Trying to figure out exactly what. I might just buy a training rifle that's like at a specific level that I think does the right amount of damage. I think that would probably be like maybe a 20, 25. That might be overkill. Trying to make sure we have enough that are actually the right level, so I'm not wasting a bunch of time killing a 5th level one when we're just trying to get the count, not the, you know, if we were doing something other than what we're doing, maybe we'd want to kill higher level ones. But they're not gonna reward us differently, you know what I'm saying? And we have 2 different slime missions too, by the way. Because you can stack those too. I think it's 2 different slime missions. We might only have 1 slime mission. Looks like we're gonna have a bunch of these guys on us though. His buddy's coming at us. There's our mission though, right there. And that's a 5th level. We'll kill him real quick. I'm gonna pull him out from everybody else though, because I don't wanna aggro extra guys that are unneeded. Okay, this is where they messed up. So we're gonna speed through them. Okay. So real quick, we're gonna tee back to a place. I'm gonna grab more coffee and we're gonna get knocked out a few more missions real quick. Or we're going to knock out some more missions. Sorry about that. Okay. Boom. More coffee, which is obviously what we need constantly. Ah, this isn't one of the ones with a teleporter. That's not what we want. I don't know if I have any mind essence too. We have 1 teleport left. I'll have to be grabbing some more mind essence. They have everything on this planet to make mind essence, but I'm not totally a 1,000,000% sure, so we'll have to look. Boom. By the way, these teleporter chips are freaking amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this stuff off, or we'll just repair real quick. We don't need to drop anything off yet. And I'll show you what, because you know how we're about to be overweight, right? I'll show you the trick for that. I'm sure you guys all know the trick for it, honestly, but maybe not. I'm going to have us for sure overweight in 1 second. And then I'll get rid of our weight like... And that's why a lot of those miners carry those, the one vehicle, the big old rhinos or whatever they are. Amazing vehicle. Its cargo capacity is massive though, right? I'll show you this. It's a pretty cheap trick. It's handy though. Okay, so we've got a 5 and a blah blah blah, right? And that's Willis stone. Honestly, I don't get that very often. So, boom. And that was a good chunk of it, right? Crude oil. We use the crap out of this. And it'll let us know eventually we're way overweight. We're probably only barely slowed down at this point. Yeah, we're 10 pounds overweight. That's nothing. Or 10, well, 12 kilograms. That's not horrible. We're only going over to that building zone to kill more stuff. Don't worry. This is where I get my caseonite though. This zone up here. And so I do like to kind of go through here. I had to buy some caseonite earlier to do my dailies. Which I don't mind buying off of people when they're a reasonable markup too. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I do prefer... There's our other daily right there. I do prefer to mine my own. Since there's a daily for mining your own, you know. And soon we should be overloaded. I've got stuff down in there too, so we'll drop down in there. We're going over there anyway. So this is where I hunt the little scout bot 200s. That's where the slimes are. Here's where the giant petty whatever crystals are. And I'll show you how to get rid of your weight right here. Because this is obviously enough weight that's slowing us down. You can tell we're slowed, right? And we're only a little bit overweight in my opinion compared to what we have been, but you know. Okay, so I'm gonna drop down my helicopter as soon as we find a spot that it'll say, hey, yeah, that's a reasonable spot to lay your helicopter. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna open the vehicle's inventory. I'm sure you guys all know this trick, but who knows? I'm gonna find the heaviest stuff, of course, right? That's not that impressive. It's gonna be the wood for sure. And then we could probably drop... We'll drop this. We know we're sending that back too, right? And we have 6 kilograms left. Boom. Right? We're right up to weight. And boom. We just sent that back to our planetary storage. We can deal with that when we're ready to deal with that and we know what's in there. So we just shipped that to planetary storage. Didn't have to walk back. That is, there are some vehicles that have like ridiculous cargo capacity, and big time miners will carry those. I don't know, might be called a rhino, guys. I mean, like, but basically, you fill up your vehicle's inventory, boom, ship it right back to your inventory. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm hoping that makes sense to everybody. Kind of cheap. Maybe it's not cheap though, right? Maybe it's just ingenuitive. And so, I didn't come up with that. Somebody else told me about that. I'll see where it gets slimed, the mission. And this is just kill, I don't remember, a very, very small amount of slimes real quick. We can look this one up really easy. $20. And these guys die pretty easy too, because they're the lower level ones. See? But we need this mission because that also hooks us up. But all these missions kind of feed into each other, especially since you need a lot of this stuff for making the crafting missions. And so, I'm gonna guess that guy's hunting those guys, since there's so many of the enraged ones. Kinda want to kill those for him. I kind of do think maybe twice to 3 times as powerful of a rifle basically is the perfect zone. You know what I mean? If we were killing these like twice as fast, it'd be reasonable. The swamp lurkers definitely needed killed faster though. And so, I'm gonna have to find something that does about 20 damage on average. 25 damage maybe? Definitely gonna find a new gun. So I'll probably blast him with a fireball, because he's there. He still counts. But, I don't want him to aggro on us. And sometimes I like killing the bigger ones, you know. I think that guy behind us is actually working his dailies. Or in front of us. So the texture that comes off of these guys looks like green foamy stuff. It's kind of neat. I was just kind of curious who was working their dailies. Boom, we're flying through this, guys. I'm gonna take out this big guy again. Just wanted to heal myself real quick. Come on. Okay, last one of these guys. Then we're going to take this mining device. Ooh. I didn't realize that's still on auto fire. We are just kicking some butt. What did we get over here? Don't want these guys to mess with me. We're just gonna mine while it's attacking and deal with it at this point. Boom, that's how we deal with that. So right up that way is where we're gonna go mine. I'm gonna try to avoid aggroing everything on our way through here. These guys are cool too. This is what you want to hunt if you're doing that daily armor mission, to be honest. And they're not very aggro-y. Boom, there's our caseonite, just like what I was saying. And that's another daily done, right there. But these ones just give us skill points. They don't give us, like, a daily token. If we get 3 hits of them, though, because we have 200 whatever faction points, we can actually get a faction daily out of the way. We'll try to get one of those out of the way, too, actually. So, most of the time I go over that ridge. Sometimes I go up through that city. Not really sure which one to tell you is the best one. And we've got a faction one done right there. So I'm gonna have to kill them. And I'll show you where the faction mining missions are too. And they're all like find 3 samples. So like basically if you do the dailies every 3 days, you're gonna get the faction one done. So it's kind of like a bonus, right? I'm like, yeah, that's a good deal. I like it when you can stack missions 100%, you know. Plus we're actually triple stacked. We have that Miners Island one going on where you have to find so much stuff. And then we have 2 other missions for mining going on. So basically, we're benefited a little bit. These guys, they're a little hostile. I don't know if I want to get too close to them, you know what I mean? And in all honesty, I don't think my armor's set up for them at all. I've never looked at their damage types. I would assume not what I have though. If we have to, we'll kill one though. So we're getting a good amount of Zorn Star, I'd say. I think I'd rather get a bunch of Caseonite right now. Because I use that more consistently for the daily, you know. I mean, like, I use Zorn for the daily too, but it seems like I'm more short on the Caseonite stuff than that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. See how bad he hits us. Oh no, he's not getting through us. So we have the right armor for these guys. Because we're deflecting all of it. Good to know. So he does some type of damage that we have protection from. So. Okay, ready? Dropping. Kind of curious what this is going to say. Nothing, guys. So this is PvP, but it's not lootable PvP, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was lootable, I'd feel totally different about running up in here, especially with everything we have on us. But, it's not. And so, at the point it's not, you might as well grab up some stuff. A lot of people won't mind the PvP areas for some reason. Like, and 100% if it was a lootable PvP, I'd be on the same, hey, that makes sense. But when they're not lootable, like, we can just run for it, honestly. And we just got another of the faction missions done. So we just got both faction missions that are for this area. I mean, they're not for this area specifically, but most of what we'd get would be a repeat of what we've been getting. Yeah, let's keep dropping. I was going to consider it wasteful for a second, but I don't really. A big ol' area, huh? Trying to get this kind of to a teleporter, mining our way there. I don't know what at DBW is, to be honest. So that 5th level dude, though, I do know will kill us. I don't even know what kind of damage it does, but I'm sure it's the kind that kills us. Because of the numbers. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we've just left the forced PV. What is this over here? Look at this. Okay, guys. Here is the armor foot piece. If you guys are wondering where the armor foot piece is, right here. I'll show you on the map. It's at this exact coordinate. Anybody need the coordinate? Let's get the coordinate and put in the chat, right? Let me remember which button is the coordinate button real quick. Anybody remember the coordinate button? That's definitely this. Wrong one. I thought it was position, but it's obviously not. Ah, boom. Got it. Putting it in the chat. Bang. That's the exact position of the foot piece. I didn't even know I was after that, but we found it now. Hope that helps you guys. I don't know if you guys knew you were after that. Right? Well, that's funny. But thank you anyway. I'm telling you, I didn't know I was. I'm glad that that's there though. The things we find. Ah, look at this. See what I mean? There's a ton of Zorn out here. I feel I have everything in bad places today. Just saying. Now we need to find the rest of the armor pieces. I don't know where they all are. I'll Google them someday. I wasn't even really looking for that, you guys. So it's just lucky. We'll have to just mine randomly more often. Okay, boom, this way. See that city right there? I think we can mine to it. Plus, that's a pretty neat city, actually. I don't know. I think something should be done, like maybe like a shootout where you have to shoot your way up the floors, and then there's like some kind of like it was an instance. Have you guys done the subway on Rocktopia? Like that. Oh, look at that thing. These guys, you can walk backwards and take them down if you're not overloaded. Takes a crap load of stuff though. So rough. But that alpha probably be super rough though, guys. That guy's probably a lot of life. Those guys are like little tanks. They're so cool though. I really like them at least. Ooh. Somebody's trying to beam us up. Gotta watch out for that, guys. So yeah, we got more K-site. Honestly, at this point, we're probably stacked on the K-site for a couple days on the daily, at least. If we overrun, I guess we could sell it, though. So, but you see this city? Don't you feel that this should be, I don't know what that means, Scotty thing, but. Okay, so, but this is what I'm thinking. They should make this a real billboard and sell that to somebody. And this looks like an area that some massive instance should be in, right? Oh, look, there's a teleporter. I feel there should be an instance down here. Oh, look, we got another of them done. So see, boom, boom, boom. So we're going to get a whole bunch of ARC badges off of this. We're going to have so many ARC badges today. Excuse me. So we get a bunch of points. Every one of these double counts, by the way. So it's kind of going to look like we're just skill crapping. It's kind of a weird little place, right? I tried to talk to him. He doesn't say anything really to us. We must not be like important enough yet or something. Right there, that guy's going to give us some of the stuff. So let's get rid of this real quick so we can collect some of the stuff. Sometimes it's just in the way, you know what I'm saying? We still need to kill these guys. Okay, so this is the first stop. And you'll see what happens. So for the slimes, no. These guys are the slimes, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, that guy's the slimes. He gave us 2 of the things. Then the second mission that we got for the dire weeds, not the ARC faction badge mission, is this guy. And he's going to give us 8 tokens, right? So you have to use daily tokens when you're doing the one crafty ARC faction badge missions. And they're right here. And I'll show you. Because we're about to collect the dailies on the mining. And we'll double collect on that too. And then sadly, so this would be where we do the daily crafting. We've already done it for the day. Boom. There's ARC faction badges. You can do these mining ARC faction missions as soon as you have 200 faction badges. And so that's kind of not horrible at all, right? Then we go over here, back over to the staging grounds. I know, it's kind of ridiculous. We walk over to the robot first because we're just dropping some stuff. So that guy's going to give us some skill point payout for our missions. But this guy, right off the bat, oh, I answered him wrong, guys, sorry. And we already mined him. Boom. Now that's another one of our dailies done. Oh, I could have jumped up there, guys. Then this guy. And we just took all 4 of those out. And this is just a bunch of mining skills right here. Right? Handy. Then, I know, you'd think, is that all you're collecting? No. We are not just collecting that, because we're not even done actually, but I mean, like, for the most part, we've got to go kill our robots still. That's an important thing. We turn around, we're going to collect that real quick. Boom, boom, boom. That's more. Now, I'm going to shoot over here. We'll kill our robots. I want to make sure I go to the right island. Sometimes I go to that one right up there, and it's like, confuses me for a second. I don't really need armor for these guys, but we're just going to wear it this time because... So there is somebody in here doing this, and so we could just scan so we could get more robotology. But instead, we will actually open fire. I think this is good enough shape. I'm going to move away from him so we're not killing the same ones as him, right? Or them. I don't know them personally, so... I'll probably have to click another pill with the amount we have. We have 110 of these. They go fast. Now, if we were scanning between each kill, it would go a little slower, which is honestly a great way to do it if you're trying to work up your skills. But right now, we're trying to work up our faction badges, qualify for those Imperium officer plates, and the augmenteds, you know. Although I still have to get all the stuff to upgrade them. Right? Got most of it. It's a lot of people coming back and forth between planets, huh? This goes pretty fast. I really do need a bigger gun though. So we're looking for about twice as powerful. You know what I mean? I want it to still take about 2 shots to kill something. 2 to 3 shots. But we definitely don't want it taking as much as it was taken on the swamp lurkers for sure. These are almost perfect. A little bit more damage would be good though. So these have a good list of drop items, and some of them have reasonable markup. Some of them not really that impressive, but low level animal, you know, I mean robot. But we do get some reclaim points for these guys, so. Kill that phone call real quick. I don't recognize the number anyway. See, we're at 40 already. Okay, hold on 1 second. We're gonna have to eat another pill. This is why you always have a bunch of extra stuff with you. Look at that crap. We're slaughtering this now. So we'll be at our 300 point upgrade way fast with all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this month for sure, we're having the Imperial Officer plates. Probably within a very short time after that, we'll have the augmented. In which, that'll be insanely good for our guy, right? Plus, I don't know, maybe there's some more missions that we gotta be able to do. There's some kind of mission for a texture that I haven't checked out yet either. But now that we're on the sweat 10,000, turn in 20,000 mission, we'll be sweating a bunch of stuff for sure. Off stream. I'm not. Just a lot of hay while I'm waking up. We'll be sweating. Critical armor penetrating hit. That's kind of extreme for a 2 point something damage. I wish they had kind of a tempo mission here too, like on these guys. So you could kind of know how fast you're killing this each day. Or, well, I don't know. I guess that's probably not needed, but. But we're now down to the last 40 right now. Or 30, I mean. That's pimp. But this is definitely a fast way to get through this. I'm glad that they have those mining missions and stuff like that, because those are absolutely ridiculously handy. And I don't know. Like, I'm not going to be able to hunt every animal on the planet every day, you know what I'm saying? But a mixture of crafting slash hunting slash mine a few things, that I'm willing to do. There's such easy hunting in here. Okay, 15 left. And then I'll show you something else, because I don't think that guy's done yet. Dang, we're having to unload, right? Okay, so if we were just wanting to skill, because this guy's here doing this stuff, we just come up here. And we could literally pop that out of the way. And as he's starting to do them, we could pick them and zap them from here. If they get past the halfway point, you don't want to get them. Boom. You see what I mean? And I'll grab a xenobiology point before we get out of here. I didn't scan the ones I was shooting while I was shooting them, obviously. But when you're up here, you can scan them. And if somebody's down there hunting them, they'll clear them out for you, which is really nice for you to be able to actually sit here and just get points. And so, literally, though, are at the mercy of how fast they're doing it and how fast they cross that line right there. You know what I'm saying? And which isn't a big deal, but it is handy for actual skilling if you're trying to skill xenobiology, because xenobiology, see, and more people are going in there. And so, as long as people are actually going in there, you're kicking butt. Hey, Bella, how are you doing today? I hope you're kicking butt. But that place is where you can get your, I mean, not xenobiology, robotology. And so the robotology, absolutely easy to get that way. Get that out of the way so we can actually see it. Boom. And we'll collect that last one. And so that was a whole bunch, especially with those mining ones. I'm really glad about that stuff. And then we're still working through all this stuff too, but that's, let's just be honest, that's taking a second. Look at all these people actively working the missions on this planet. It's absolutely awesome. Okay, we're going to zap here. Obviously, I'm going to be collecting 20,000. So this is what cracks me up. This Zyn Psyche Master stuff, the first one collect 5,000, but as soon as you're done, you end up finding out that it's sweat 5,000, obtain 10,000, right? So this is going to, of course, going to be like, hey, sweat 10,000, and then they're going to let me know I need to turn in 20,000 or something like that, right? Oh, not detach attachments, unequip. I don't know what attachments oh. See, when you're discombobulated and you're not paying attention, you're unequipping stuff, disattaching stuff, boom, boom, boom. We're only wanting to unequip. Sometimes. Okay, so that basically covers it though. So, just so you guys know, third best place, boom, right there. Kicks butt, lots of trees. Second best place, right here. This whole freaking beach, lots of trees. They're the pink ones. Once you get in there, anything that's green is harvestable. The very best place is straight up this whole freaking area through here. Like the whole thing, guys. I'm not joking. I showed everybody earlier in the thing. I hope that actually helps you out. We just knocked out a crap ton of missions. When I'm gonna get this ready to where on Wednesday we can turn this in and see what we get. I'll have it like right at the edge or right where we can turn it in. And so, and I'll start working on this. Realistically, I'm not gonna in 48 hours. I'm not gonna sweat 20,000. So that's over the next few days. But I think that covers it. I'm gonna go ahead. I will try to find out to see if somebody else is streaming Entropia. If so, I, like always, am going to get you guys over to them. And so we'll find that out right now. I'm pretty sure somebody should be streaming Entropia, right? Hold on one second. And I found somebody. Boom. And so in a second, we'll be going over to them. I hope you guys have a great day. And thank you guys very much for hanging out. Hope the information was useful to you. Peace and very best wishes.